Hey, what's up? Happy New Year. How's everybody doing on this 2026 year of our Lord? And live in Bangkok at my condo. Sawadi Pi Mai. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. We'll get into that a little bit when I get into we get more people on. We'll kind of talk about we'll review 2025 a little bit and look ahead to 2026. See what's on your mind, what your plans are for 2026. If anybody planning on coming out here to Thailand or Southeast Asia, if you're already out here, let me know about that. Let me know in the comments if I'm coming in okay. Audio and video. I kind of changed my camera around. I had it on top of my monitor and I didn't like it there because my monitor was kind of shaky, so it always bounced around. So I put it on a tripod. So I got the tripod kind of in the corner here now. So we'll see how it looks. I kind of like the background now. I kind of like how it's laid out. So we'll see. Let's see. We got somebody on chat already. Let's see. I'm alive, kind of. Well, good to know, Bobby. See, I set my alarm. Good. Awesome. Loud and clear. Thank you. Good deal. Deso Mahoney says, I can hear you perfectly. Awesome. Good. Because I've upgraded the from 720 to 1080p. So the quality should be better. But they say if you run it at 1080p, you might have issues if you're not plugged into Ethernet hard cable, if you're just using Wi-Fi. So we'll see how it goes. If I start having issues with connectivity, let me know, and then I can always drop it back down to 720p. But I wanted to get a little better quality for my live streams. Hope I can get back to Bangkok soon. Yeah, absolutely. Hope you can too. Do you have any plans to, or you just kind of right now kind of up in the air? Pun intended says, what visa are you on? I'm on the education visa. So I'm taking Thai language courses. And so I'm doing the education visa until my Thai schooling is over. And then my plan is to flip over to a retirement visa and stick around here in Thailand. I've got a 2-year lease on this condo, so I'll be here at least 2 years. And hopefully everything will work out well. You just never know, right? But yeah, I think everything will be fine. So yeah, I am definitely here on the education visa, learning the Thai language, which has been an experience to say the least. So I went to the Philippines last week over Christmas, and I was just there 7 days. And if you saw my video about the scamming part, it was kind of crazy, but I caught a cold when I was there, and then I got a sty in this eye. So I'm using eye drops. So it's been a kind of a weird couple of weeks. I stayed in for New Year's Eve. I was going to go to the rooftop with some friends and ring in the new year, but I thought, well, if this is pink eye, I don't want to be contagious and give it to everybody. So I just stayed home for New Year's Eve and watched the fireworks out of my window. So, but it was okay. How often do you have to renew? Every 3 months. So every 90 days I go back and renew, and I just did it. So I'm good until March 23rd. Excuse me. And then on March 23rd, I'll go back to immigration and get it renewed. And the neat thing is my school does all the paperwork. So all I have to do is give them a fresh copy of my TM30, which is basically confirming my address, verifies my address, and then they do all the other paperwork, and then I just take it to immigration and wait in line for my queue number, and they go through all the paperwork, do the stamps. When they're done with my passport, they give it back to me, and it's usually about a 2 or 3 hour process total. So it's pretty simple. Yeah, so that'll be in March, later in March, when I get that renewed. Yes, I have plans. Would also like to swing by Washington, D.C. to thank President Trump for defending freedom. I love D.C. When I used to go there quite a bit. And the last time I was there, though, was in July of 2020. So it was right in the middle of COVID. And it was not a good place to be during COVID. There was a lot of, excuse me, there's a lot of things going on that wasn't very pleasant. And, it's like the DC I remember was vibrant. You feel the power, and I love Chinatown, and I stayed near Chinatown in 2020, and it was just not the same. I mean, over half of the restaurants and places were closed and boarded up. It just looked like a ghost town. So it wasn't a great time to be there. I actually went there for a job interview and ended up not taking. I got offered the job, but I didn't take it because they couldn't pay me enough money to actually live there. I was looking at living in DC. I was looking at, actually, I looked at a row house. And a row house is just one of those little houses that are just long and narrow. So you go through and you got your living area, then you've got a bedroom, and then you got your kitchen, and then you got like a back door. We used to call them shotgun apartments, because you can shoot a shotgun and go from the front to the back, basically. And but anyway, so I was looking at a row house rental, and it was like, I want to say it was like $2,000 a month, and it was real basic. It's smaller than this place, and but it was really cool. It was in a neat area of DC, and then I was looking in different areas outside of DC, like in Falls Church, Virginia, and all those areas around there, and just so expensive to live there, even back in 2020. And they just didn't want to pay me enough to be able to afford to live there. So I shit canned that idea and went back to Indiana, where it was cheaper. Anyway, if I'm coughing a lot, it's because I'm still getting over this cold that I caught when I was in the Philippines. So forgive me for that, guys. It's unintentional. So how was everybody's 2025? What were your highlights? Or if you want to share your lowlights, you could do that too. My highlights, my channel grew by, I had 576,000 views in 2025, which was down from 2024, but still, I think that's pretty good. I had 52,000 watch hours, which was also down from the year before. I gained almost 5,000 subscribers, which was awesome. And I made $3,247. So woo, I'm rich. But anyway, so that's kind of the overview of my channel. So if you're interested in if you're wondering how much money I make for YouTube, it's not a lot. That's all through AdSense. So when you watch YouTube and those ads run, the YouTuber on that channel gets paid a percentage of that ad, and it's not a lot. So you have to really get a lot of views in order to make any money. About $3,300, $3,200, which was down from the year before also. But what it does, I'm not in it to get rich, obviously. If I was, I would do a lot more sponsorships and collaborations that would pay me money outside of the AdSense, because the AdSense is just a small percentage of what most YouTubers make when they make their money. The they make all their money from sponsorships and collaborations and things like that. I don't do a lot of that. It's just, to me, it's like, that's a lot of work, and I'm retired. I've got this channel as more of a hobby and more of a, let me share my experience with you guys, so you can kind of see what's going on. I could probably do something like that, but man, that takes a lot of work just to research all the, because I get tons of offers in emails all the time. I probably get half dozen to a dozen a week emails saying, "Hey, we want to work with you in a sponsorship, blah blah blah," and you have to research just first to see if they're legit, because they might be trying to scam you, and then you have to figure out, well, what did they get in return for what you get, and is it worth it? Do you get like a flat fee to do a video? Do you get a percentage? Do you get a like a commission if there's somebody that signs up for their product or whatever, or buys their product? So you got to research all that. And to me, it's like, I'm not big into, I don't do a heavy editing. I don't do a lot of that stuff. So my YouTube channel is mostly just hit record and start talking about what's going on in my day and in my life. So maybe in 2026, I'll get a little more into those things. I don't know yet. We'll see. But right now it's like, $3,200 is fine. I put it right back in the channel. So I buy new equipment, set up my studio, things like that. So that's what it does. And then, part of that money was the super chats you guys give me during these live streams, which are greatly appreciated. So, but everything, I just put it right back in. So are you aware you're wanted in Worcester? Not here to harass, just to inform you. Have a good day, and don't let a cheeky bloke piss it away. Worcester, Massachusetts. I've never been there. So is that, or Worcester, England? I don't know what you're talking about, but never been to England either. Never been to Spain either. Good morning, JJ. Greetings from Bertie from Germany, now in Bangkok for a while. Hey, Bertie. Yeah, we hooked up via email, and we'll sometime this week we'll get together. I'll meet up with you. So glad you made it okay. Glad you're all checked in. As you know, I volunteered to be held hostage for a few days around New Year's. Yeah, you did. I want to do an interview with you, Bobby. I do want to do an interview with you and share that story. So don't give anything away here on the stream. We'll wait until I get you on camera. We can blur your face out and change your voice if you want. It's up to you. Or show the back of your head or something like that. We'll do it very incognito. Yeah, interesting story. Entertaining too, but it was entertaining to me at your expense, I guess. So anyway, what else about 2025, guys? I kind of give you an idea of what my channel did. Let me see. Let me look at more of my analytics. I did. Let's see. Let me see. I had, I did 124 videos in 2025, 47 live streams, and 29 shorts. So 124 videos. That's pretty good. That's almost 2 a week, something like that. So, and let's see, 6.5 million impressions. Now, impressions are, for those that don't know and aren't familiar with how YouTube works, an impression is if you're on your YouTube and you're scrolling, an impression is when my video shows up on your recommended, on your scrolling. That's an impression. So every impression is like it shows up on somebody's screen. And then the click-through rate is the percentage of those impressions that people actually click on the video to watch it. And YouTube says if you're over 5%, you're doing pretty well. So my click-through rate for 2025 was 5.7%. So not bad. So I had about 369,000 views from the impressions, and my watch time hours were 41,000. I think I mentioned that before. So that's not too bad. My average video would get about between 1,100 and 2,300 views, which, you know, I see there's a lot of these channels that have 100,000 subscribers. And so all they have to do is post a video and they'll automatically get 50,000 views. I'm not to that point yet. I'm still a small channel. So if I can get 2,000 views on a video, I feel pretty good about, and I'll make about $15 off of it. So I'm okay with that. So anyway, so my channel, it's growing organically, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that I don't buy subscribers. I don't buy views. Everything I've done, everything this channel has done has been completely organic. And, you know, I gain subscribers and I lose subscribers. So I would guess, I think I could probably look it up, but I'm not sure how off the cuff. But I think I've probably lost a couple of hundred, maybe more than a couple of hundred subscribers since I moved to Thailand. But I probably gained more than I've lost. I know I've gained more than I've lost because my total numbers have gone up. So I'm over 17,000. I'm like 17,300 some. So I'm about little under 700 away from 18,000. So that's my goal. My first goal for 2026 is to hit 18,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this morning and you're not subscribed, hopefully you'll subscribe. I would appreciate that. That would be great if you could do that. Renee Alfonso says, hello from South Florida. I will be in Bangkok mid-January with my wife, third time, and we love it there. Awesome. Let me know when you get here. If you want to meet up, we can do that. That's no problem. That would be great. Mid-January, that's right around the corner. You probably already packing from South Florida. Are you taking any, I mean, I don't even, do they have direct flights from Florida to Bangkok, or do you have to, do you have any layovers or flight changes? Let me see. Cam the Cook says, I'll be in Thailand the Friday, 2 weeks in Pattaya, then 2 weeks in Bangkok. This Friday, I guess that's what you mean. Can't wait. Last time there was 2023. Oh, yeah. Long overdue. So Cam the Cook. So are you a professional cook? Do you have a YouTube channel? What's the story? Alan Messina says, I'm going to be retiring in April and will be about $4,000 a month income. Where would I get the best bang for my buck, BGC or Bangkok? To be honest, I love BGC, but if you're looking for quality over cost, Bangkok's got it beat by a mile. You can't go wrong with Bangkok. And you get better quality, better infrastructure. Of course, BGC, you can walk everywhere, but it is a little bubble. Bangkok is huge, and you can get everywhere pretty easily using the train system. But I would say Bangkok. But have you been to both? Because what I would do is I would visit both for an extended time period before you make a decision, because you may like Bangkok. You may not like Bangkok. Bangkok's not for everybody. But for me, it's great. And BGC was great too. I lived there for almost 3 years. So you may like the Philippines better. Philippines have a looser restrictions as far as tourist visas. It's a little easier to stay there long term. Layover in Qatar, Doha. Okay, all right. I'm a retired Army cook from the Canadian Armed Forces. Fantastic. That's awesome. I could have known that you were a Canadian just from the maple leaf on your in your sign there in your YouTube profile. So, hey, Bobby, thanks for the $5 super chat for the Cornhusker Fund for the NIL or my beer fund. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm not going to play the normal cheer thing because I didn't fix the audio. It's still too loud for you guys. So I'll pass on that one for now. Served 25 years. Oh, great. Awesome. Well, thank you for your service. Where in Canada are you, Cam? Or are you yeah, you're coming from Canada? Yeah, because Renee's coming from Florida. So where in Canada do you live? And you're coming here this Friday, right around the corner. Pattaya is good. If you like, if you don't like the adult entertainment in Pattaya, you can find areas that are nice that aren't adult oriented. Go a little farther to Jomtien Beach. It's a pretty nice area. You can get away from the touristy areas, and you'll be fine. I got to square up my view here. Hang on just a second. Momo ×3 says hello. Hello, Momo. John P. from Asia. I subscribed when you were in the Philippines, but watched very little since you moved to BKK. I try not to miss any videos or live stream. Thanks for all the info. Hey, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Did you watch any of my Philippine videos this past week? I think I got one more that I'll post that's from the Philippines, and I think that debuts tomorrow. Yeah, it's in the members. It's in the members right now. So if you're a member, you can watch that. If you're not a member, you have to wait till tomorrow. So if you want to be a member, it's only 99 cents a month, and you get access to my new videos before anybody else. So anyway, Momo says, hi again. I'm on Prince Edward Island, smallest province on the East Coast, close to Maine. Okay, very good. Momo says hi for a third time. Is that why the Momo ×3? You say everything 3 times? Just kidding. Alan says, I haven't had boots on the ground yet, but that's the plan. I've watched tons of videos, including yours, of course, from Bangkok. Seems to have visa issues and a greater language barrier. A little bit. If you get out away from the touristy areas, then yeah, you might run into some issues with language. But to be honest with you, I was in BGC in the Philippines this past week over Christmas, and I had some issues with some language. What was it? Where was I? What was I? I was talking with somebody. Oh, I went to the pharmacy to get some pills for my, what was it for? For my throat, I think it was. And the lady at the counter, she asked me, here's what she was trying to say, but I couldn't understand a word. She said tablet or liquid. I understood what she said when she said tablet. I figured that out. But the way she pronounced liquid, I had no idea. And my ex-girlfriend was with me, and she didn't know either. So I'm going, what? Tablet or what? Tablet. I couldn't understand what she was trying to tell me. And finally, I turned to my ex-girlfriend. I said, "Can you talk to her in Tagalog and find out what she's saying?" And she finally figured it out. So even though the Philippines is an English-speaking country, it doesn't necessarily mean that they speak English well. Their accent is so thick that sometimes their pronunciations are indistinguishable. So, so just so you know that it's not necessarily going to be easy peasy for you. It's a cold night, minus 23 Celsius. Oh, wow. Wind chill factor. Holy crap. What is that in Fahrenheit? I still can't figure out the conversions for that. Haven't watched them yet, but plan to later today. Okay, perfect. Who farted? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Flatulence pills. What? What are you talking about, Christopher? It was me, Chris. I just watched your last video in front of the bar talking about dating in BGC and really like the city around you. Yeah, that's BGC. Beautiful city. Beautiful. I get flack all the time from people that live or are from the Philippines. They keep telling me BGC is not a city. Yeah, I get it. It's a district within the city of Taguig, but for all intents and purposes, it's a city. It's a smart city, and they got city in their name, Bonifacio Global City. So sue me if you don't like me calling BGC a city, because that's basically what it is. I hear that a lot of expats in Thailand claim to be former military and most are full of crap, or maybe people just don't believe them. I'll keep my service to myself. Not that many people would lie. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a buddy, funny story. I got a buddy here. He was in the Navy for a long time. And I can't remember if he was here in Thailand or somewhere else, but he got in a kind of a argument with a guy from Australia because his service came up and he said he was in the Navy and the guy didn't believe him. And my buddy goes, I don't care if you don't believe me. And the Aussie guy took a swing at him, I guess. And or he headbutted him. That's what it was. The Aussie guy headbutted my friend, and then my friend clocked him and knocked him out. Or I don't know if he knocked him out, but knocked him down. So he was pretty proud of that. But yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, I just take people's word. If they say they're in the military, I believe them, until they're proven wrong. But yeah, that was kind of funny, a story. So about being a cook. Oh, not that many people would lie about being a cook. I got you. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's like if you're going to be stolen valor, you're not going to say, "Hey, I was in the military. I was a cook in the military." No, they would, if they're going to do stolen valor, they would say something like, "I was an officer in the military. I was special ops," or something like that. So that's funny. Good story, Cam. Happy New Year. Great to see you again. Happy New Year, Mark. Yeah, it was good to see you and BGC. I'm glad we got a chance to get together for a short period of time. 10 years Air Force. Good for you, Bobby. Then they got tired of you and made you leave. Is that what happened? I can joke with Bobby because he's a friend of mine now. He just moved down here, actually. So about 3 weeks ago. And he's already had problems. That'll be a future video. Sorry about the coughing. I apologize for that. So 2025 was a great year. It seems like every year gets better and better for me. I don't know how things are with you, but especially since I retired, seems like my life has gotten a lot better, and every year just keeps getting better and better. Uh, the best decision I made was moving to Southeast Asia and living in BGC for 3 years. The next best decision I made was moving here to Thailand, to Bangkok, a little over a year ago. And I just keep making better decisions as I get older, I guess. Maybe I learned my lesson or something. But yeah, every year just keeps getting better and better. So I'm looking forward to 2026. That will be it's going to be a fantastic year. I hope it's good for you guys too. I have a story for that too. Oh, great. We'll have to do a continuing series, Bobby, the series of Bobby, episode 1, season 1. I very rarely tell anyone, and most would never guess, but I did 12 years Air Force. Oh, well, thank you for your service, John. Appreciate it. Problem of my own doing. Don't scare people away. Okay. Save it for when we get together again. We'll talk then. So, you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Other than the obvious, start working out, diet, give up drinking, whatever the case may be. You have any like that? What's your New Year's resolution? I'd like to hear what you got in mind for 2026. In 2020, I took a job in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it didn't work out. And I was there about a year. And in 2021, I actually lost that job. I took it because I was chasing money. It was a 6-figure job, and I thought, oh, this is it. I made it, And so I quit a job I really liked in Indiana, and I took this job, and it turned out to be a crappy job. Although the money was great, the job itself sucked, and so I was really disappointed, and I lost that job, and ended up at like September 2021. I interviewed for another job, and it was for an online global university who was planning on expanding into the Asian market, and that's what they hired me for. They originally interviewed me to be the Midwest director of admissions, to handle the Midwest division, because they had a West Coast, they had an East Coast. They needed somebody in the Midwest. But when they found out that I was jonesing to move to Asia, they hired me like that instantly to come to Asia and start up their Asia market. So I jumped at it. I jumped at that chance. And I've told this story before, so if you've heard it, just, you can zone out for a minute. Back in, when was it, 2016, I had a contract signed and ready to send in. Back then it was faxed in to a English teaching English as a second language school to teach in China, in Shenzhen, China, which is just north of Hong Kong. I ended up not taking the job. I got scared. I got cold feet, and I got a job offer in Louisville, Kentucky at the same time. So I took the easy route out. And ever since then, I kind of kicked myself. It's like I regretted that I didn't take this job because I wanted to move to Asia. I wanted to go to Asia. Well, when this job opened up at the end of 2021, I jumped at it. It's like I didn't care. It was less pay, still good pay, but less than what I was making. But of course, at the time, I wasn't making anything because I was unemployed. So I took the job, and then in 2020, I did research for like 3 months. And in 2022, I decided that I'm going to move to the Philippines, in Metro Manila. And I was watching Savvy Expat, Evan from the Savvy Expat. I was watching his channel a lot because he would just walk around and show BGC. And it's like, oh, this is great. I love it. This looks so nice. So I decided that's where I'm going to move. So as soon as the Philippines announced they were going to open up their borders again, which was February 22nd of 2022. I believe that was the date. I booked my flight and flew out almost like the next day. I had to get shots. I had to get the COVID shots first to be able to do that. But boy, no regrets, no regrets. And then at the end of my contract, I could have moved back to the States and worked. I had a couple of job offers, but I would have had to work till I was 70. And I just figured out, if I retire now, I can retire and be comfortable and stay here in Southeast Asia and have a really good life. So I did that and never once regretted retiring early. And then after 3 years, I moved out here and no regrets of moving out here. So everything's worked out so far. So far, so good. So let's see. Let's get back to the chat here. I'm so excited for my trip. That Christmas and New Year's was just a blur, no resolutions. Well, if this is your first time out here, that's your New Year's resolution to come out here. Have you heard about the convicted killer on the loose in Miami, Florida? He has 29 confirmed bodies. What? That's crazy. See, I don't miss the U.S. because of all the crap that's going on there. Name is Mike. Yeah, okay. You don't get me. Sorry, Reef Dive. Work smarter, not harder in 2026. There you go. No, he's bullshitting. Read the name out loud. This guy's name right here. Read it out loud and you'll know he's full of it. So don't worry about it. Okay. My New Year's resolutions are probably to lose 15 more pounds, get down to 185. That's my optimum weight. Of course, that's, obvious New Year's resolution. Everybody's good that first 3 weeks and then they drop out. But that's probably one of them. As far as my channel is concerned, I don't know. I feel like I need to go in another direction with this. And not necessarily a major shift, but just do something different. So I'm not sure. I'm not big into. Yeah, let's see. Hey, John. Good evening from Washington, D.C. Hey, thanks for joining this evening, John. Appreciate you. I'm not big into travel. I know I see a lot of these guys. I like watching like Patty Doyle. He has a travel channel, so he travels all over. There's a couple other guys that are like that that do travel. But to me, it's like when I travel, I don't want it to feel like work. I want to enjoy doing these things, and not have to worry about content and, okay, I need to set up this shot and I need to do this. And it's got to be, overly edited. And I'm not that kind of channel. I mean, he makes tons of money. So he has to do these things to keep his channel up. For me, it's like, I'm not into that. If I want to go traveling, I want to go hiking in the mountains or something, I'll go hike in the mountains. I'm not going to do a daily vlog on it or anything like that, or do a documentary. His are almost like documentaries. He does a great job, but that's not me. I'm just more of a kind of a sit down and talk about what's going on in my life, share my experiences with you guys, but maybe I need to niche down a little bit and be a little more narrow as far as my content. So maybe I'll put it out to you guys today. What do you want to see more of on this channel as far as content? And we can throw some things out. I mean, you can do budget videos, you can do dating videos, you can do visa videos. What else? Food. whatever. I mean, what do you guys like? Because right now it's kind of sharing my, almost like my day to day, only not every day, but like my daily life, as far as this is what happened to me today, and don't let it happen to you, and things like that. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know. I'd appreciate any positive comments. I can help you with your weight reduction when we meet in person. I sent you my websites, so you know about that. Okay, well, possibly. I'm not very disciplined when it comes to that. I'm more of a, well, I'll just eat less of what I eat instead of eating different things. More everyday life content would be fine. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, that's what I'm doing now, pretty much. I mean, what I'll try to do, like sometimes I'll do a video from here in my condo. Sometimes I'll try to go out and go to a different place, maybe do a walk around and show you where I'm at. If that's, if that's what you guys like, I can show you different areas of Bangkok or wherever I'm at the time. Just let me know. You don't need to diet, bro. Oh, you have no idea. Were you concerned you might not be let back into Thailand? Saw on social media many people on education visas being interrogated. No, they never said anything to me. No, I didn't feel. The only thing I worried about was being able to get back in and having that reentry permit actually work, so I don't lose my education visa. But no, I didn't worry about any of that, and there was no issues. In fact, it was pretty quick going back through. So when I flew out of Suvarnabhumi Airport, which is the newer one. When I flew back here, I flew into DMK, which is Don Muang, which is the older airport. But I flew in late. It was about 10 o'clock when I landed, and on the 30th. And so it wasn't real busy. And so I got through the line fairly quickly. And yeah, they just, I gave her my passport. She looked at my stamp. She looked at my reentry. And then she gave me a new stamp, let me through, and there was no issues at all. So yeah, it was pretty non-evasive. So I'm not going to, I don't have any plans to go out of the country again anytime soon. So I don't think that'll ever come up again. I'll just keep doing my 90-day renewal. Let's see. It'll be very interesting to see that Bangkok Formula One motor race in 2027, I think, a first for Bangkok. Yeah, that will be interesting to see. I want to know where they're planning on putting the route, and how it's going to affect traffic, because that's going to be interesting. But yeah, that'll be cool. Do a series of the top 5 or 10 points of interest at each BTS and or MRT stop. That should be very informative and keep you busy. Do you realize how many BTS and MRT stops there are? That would be, I could almost do a separate channel just for that. And I could do one a week and probably last me 5 years easily. That would only be 200 stops, and I bet there's more than 200 stations. I started doing something like that. I did a random thing for the Green Line, the BTS Green Line, which is basically Sukhumvit, the dark green line. And what I did was I would have chat during my live. I would have chat pick a number between 1 and whatever it was, the number of stops from the far south end of the BTS to the far north end of the dark green line BTS. And then I would count those stops, and that would be the one I would go to, and I'd walk around and do a video, and I would look for different things to check off. I would look for restaurants, coffee shops, bars, condos, in grocery stores and malls. I think it was a 6-point checklist. And I would go to these places and see if this stop had all those things within walking distance. And I did that a couple of times. And it didn't really take off. I didn't get a lot of views. And it was a lot of work because I'd have to take the train to that location and then get off. I'd literally walk around for over an hour trying to find these places. And then I have to edit it down. So it was a lot more work than I was ready to do. It's like, hell, I'm retired. What am I doing all this work for? And I only get like 400 views. So I stopped doing it, but I may do something like that. That might be fun to do. I might do it in more, instead of like these less populated areas, I might do the more populated areas that have more things to find, more things to do there. Good to hear. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year, Rick. And by the way, if you want to say Happy New Year in Thai, you say, instead of when you greet somebody, it's Sawadee Kap for guys. You say Sawadee Pi Mai. Sawadee Pi Mai is Happy New Year. So, which do you think is better, Formula One, IndyCar, or NASCAR? I kind of like NASCAR. Was living in Indianapolis for a while, and then living in Johnson City, Tennessee, which is right near Bristol. I actually worked in Bristol. So you got the Motor Speedway there. And and then I would go to Indy 500, which was a pretty cool event. You got to go once at least. And then I'd go to the Brickyard 400. And I just like the I don't know. It's something about NASCAR is maybe a little more redneck for me. Maybe it's my hillbilly redneckness coming out, but I kind of like that better. I'm not a big car guy anyway, as far as watching races. I think watching races on television is boring. I would much rather go in person. But yeah, I would say NASCAR is probably my thing. I've never watched a Formula One race, never. Are these countries corrupt? Why do they constantly change the rules for visas? Seem very unstable. Well, here's the thing, and I gotta give credit to Patty Doyle. I watched his video the other day, and he was actually talking about it. It was a Q&A, and somebody asked him what he thought Bangkok was going to be like in 10 years, and he said it was going to be better than it is now. And one of the reasons he stated was Thailand is not an open border country. The problems you see across the world are these open borders where these people from other countries come in and basically take over the country and make it worse than it already is. Thailand, you can say all you want about how strict they are with their visas, but it's working, keeping that element out of this country. And I think it's just going to make things better. I think the infrastructure is doing a great job, and I can't wait to see what it looks like in 10 years. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be right up there with Tokyo and Shanghai as far as how the roads are, the infrastructure, and things like that. So I think Thailand is doing the right thing by. I know they're always talking about changing things. I get it. It's kind of frustrating to keep up with all that. But bottom line is, I think they're doing the right thing by making it harder for people just to come in here and stay. And you don't want that bad element that make it easy for, to come in on a dime basically, and and stay and be a nuisance. And there's a lot of countries that are letting people in like that. Thailand's not one of those. So, I think hats off to them for doing it that way. But yeah, I get it. It can be frustrating as far as understanding what the rules are for visas and wondering what's going to change next week or if anything is going to change. I get it. But I think all in all, I think it's good. I think Thailand's just going to get better and better. I agree with Patty Doyle when he says that. Yesterday evening, I strolled around in the neighborhood aside from the main street next to my BTS. Awesome. Let's see. Where are you? You're down by Bering, is that right? I can't remember where you said you were, but yeah, that's a neat area. That was close to where I used to live, right near Samut Prakan. I actually lived in Samut Prakan. As of now, the proposed route is location, Chatuchak District, Bangkok, length approximately 5.7 kilometers. Okay. Chatuchak Market. It's a great weekend market. It's the biggest one in Thailand, I believe. And I've been shocked about the same amount of trash like you find in the Philippines. Really? That's too bad. That's sad to hear. Hello from Oregon. Hello, Casey. Thanks for coming on board. Let's see. New York Jets fandom. Yeah, but if you're just an American retiree, I don't see the issues of self-funded. Right, self-funded. Yeah. So I think what they're doing is they want to make sure that you have the funds to stay here at an extended time. So hang on, I got to get rid of my tracking. So I think they want to make sure that you've got the funds to be able to stick around. So I get what you're saying, and I agree, but I know they say that you should have a certain amount of money, but they don't always check. They've never checked with me. They've never said, how much cash do you have on hand? But, now I've got my bank account here, so I can just pop up my mobile app and show them my bank account. Don't you need 100,000 in savings or checking for 12 months prior to get a long-term visa? No. 100,000 US? No. You either have to do 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account, or show that you've deposited 65,000 baht a month for 12 months. And that's what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm transferring 65,000 baht every month into my Thai bank account. And the banker said, hey, we'll, when you're ready to do your retirement, we'll give you a certificate of deposit that certifies that you've deposited this money every month, and that should be sufficient. We'll see. I don't know that anybody's ever tried that before, not that I know of. So we'll see. But I'll still probably have to go through an agent to get this done. But I shouldn't have to put $25,000 in US right away. Or overall, I think the 65,000 baht a month should be okay. What sis you think of BGC, CB Media, like BGB? What, she spends half the year there now. What did I think of BGC? CB Media, like BGC so much, he spends half the year there now. I love BGC. I lived there for 3 years, but it just got too small. It's you could walk from one end to the next or to the other in less than 25 minutes. So it just got too small, and to get out of BGC into other places in Manila was just hard to do. And it became too much of a hassle. And I started visiting Bangkok and Thailand, and I just loved it. And so the more I visited here, the more I liked it. And so I decided to move here. Yes, you're in Bering. Okay, that's what I thought. Many condo opportunities there. Yeah, there's a lot. And you can get good prices on condos. Do the funds have to be in a Thai bank or just verified from state banks? Has to be in a Thai bank, which is kind of a catch-22, because technically you can't open a Thai bank account without a non-immigrant visa, and you can't have a non-immigrant visa without a Thai bank account, except for an education visa. And that's why I'm on an education visa, so I can get that bank account. I'll send you that pictures. I was shocked. Okay. So if I deposited 25,000, what type of visa could I get long term? What's the most reputable bank in Thailand? I'm not an expert on retirement visas, so I don't want to give you information that may be misleading or wrong. So I will say you can get a regular retirement, long-term retirement visa. If you're not worried about retiring, or you're not worried about a bank account, look into a DTV, which is a destination Thai visa. It's a tourist visa, but it's a 5-year visa where you can stay for 180 days, and then you can renew for 180. Then you have to leave the country, and then you can come back and start that 180-day process over again. But there's different ones. You would have to. My advice would be to contact a reputable agent or firm that specializes in visas, and find out from them what the best way to go would be. Do a series of the top 5 or 10 interest points. Oh, I already said that. Let's see. We have not yet visited, but know folks who have been and have also watched a ton of YouTube videos. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully you'll get out here at some point, Casey, if you are interested in. We'll be there in August. Okay, very good. That's a little ways away. You got a lot of planning to do. My understanding is that you cannot use the monthly deposit for the first year of the visa because they want to see 12 months of deposit first. Right. That's why I'm depositing 12. I'm depositing the 65,000 each month for 12 months to show that I've got that money in there. That I've deposited that money. Can you recommend a visa agent in Bangkok? I don't know any. I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. Next year, when I start my process for the retirement visa, I'll let you know who I work with, who I'm going with. And I'm not going to do it's not going to be a collaboration or sponsorship or anything like that. So it will be completely legit. I won't be getting commissions or kickbacks on this. So whoever I choose, it'll be legit, and I'll let you know exactly how it works. I'll let you know exactly how they did, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'll give you all the updates I have when I do that. But it'll be about a year from now. So stand by. Does the amount you deposit matter? Yeah, it has to be 65,000 baht minimum, which is, let me do my conversion today. Actually, the conversions, the banks are getting a little better, or the baht's getting a little weaker to the dollar now. I mean, so the exchange rate has gotten a little better in the last week. So 65,000 baht is $2,065 right now, US dollars. So that's what you have to deposit. And you have to deposit 65,000 baht. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to do this $2,065 every month, because that could change. And that's the minimum 65,000. We can't come until August because we'll be traveling to watch our daughter play softball for UW. Oh, nice. Awesome. You should do paid consultant for this kind of info. No, because I'm not an expert. So that's why I tell you guys, don't listen to me. Do your own research. I'll tell you what my experiences are when they happen, but everybody's situation is different. And who knows, maybe my plan won't work right. My plan is to do the 12 months deposit, so I don't have to do the 800,000 in one fell swoop. But maybe that won't work. Maybe they'll say, no, you can't do that. We'll find out in a year, But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, we're right at an hour in, and just got caught up with chat. What else is on your guys' mind? Oh, by the way, here's something I want to ask you guys. I'm going to do another interview with Ern from Ern Lucky Girl. Her and I are getting together, I think Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, and or maybe Tuesday. I think it is Tuesday the 6th after my school. What kind of questions? What line of questions would you like me to ask her in the interview? For those of you that don't know, Ern, she's probably on the air right now. She does a live stream every morning. So, but she's, I mean, her and I are friends, and we've done videos on each other's channel, and we're going to do another one this coming week. But love to hear what your thoughts are as far as what kind of questions you would like me to ask her. As long as they're, not too risque, I would be more than happy to ask her any questions you guys want, and then I'll post that video. So let me know in the chat if you got any questions. This is a typical Thai girl. She's Isan, so she's from up north, but she lives here in Bangkok now, and she's got a YouTube channel. And so she can answer any question honestly about anything Thai, whether it's dating, places to see, things to do, whatever the case may be. Where are you now, JJ? I'm in my condo here in Bangkok, Thailand. This is my home base. This is where I live. So you can see my condo in the back. My awesome condo. I love it. Saw a clip of Gio saying he regrets moving to Prakanong, now wants to move to Ekamai. I don't know if he regrets it, but I think what he told me, he's like, I spend more time in Ekamai than I do in Prakanong now. So I think that's where he's going when his lease is up next year. I think he's probably going to move in that area, which is a neat area. I like Ekamai. It's got a really nice mall. There's some really nice restaurants on those streets there, on those side sois. That's where Bourbon Street is. Bourbon Street is a great Cajun restaurant. So if you like good Cajun food, you can go there. It's right off Ekamai. So check that out. But yeah, I don't know if he regrets it necessarily. I think he's just ready to. I think he likes Ekamai better. I think that's the thing. But right now he's in Kenya, so I think he's liking Kenya pretty well, doing all those safaris, if you know what I mean. Yes, that's code for something. What else, guys? So let me know what you would like me to ask Ern when we do our interview next week or this week. Why are some young Thai women so rude to elderly, kind gentlemen? Not just an annoyed when asking a normal question, which happens often, but really rude. Ask her, I don't know. I've never experienced that. So I don't know. Bertie. I'm not sure why that would be. Prompong is much better than Ekamai, in my opinion. I agree with you, Rick. I think Prompong is pretty much one of the top neighborhoods in Bangkok, in my opinion. You got great pubs, you got great restaurants, you got the three malls, the M malls, M Sphere, M Quartier, and Emporium. So you've got all of that. You got my favorite pub, O'Shea's. You got Robin Hood. You got Laughing Tiger. You got it all. But there's a lot of great. Each BTS stop along Sukhumvit has its own vibe, its own little neighborhood vibe, which is different from the others. So that's what's so cool about going up and down Sukhumvit Road. Not only safaris, JJ, also black chocolate. Dark chocolate, yeah. Unfortunately, I think social media is ruining women around the world. I think I call it the westernization, and the Philippines has experienced that. Um, Filipinas, especially in the larger cities, have really become westernized, and it's sad because they used to be so sweet and traditional, and you still got that. There's still some of them like that, but not nearly as much as it used to be. It's changed. Even over the last 3-4 years since I moved there, it's changed. Thailand is a first. Thailand is a Thailand first country that prioritizes their country, people, religion, language, and culture first. It's very nationalistic with closed borders. Some in the US would be triggered. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I like about it. Because you're not going to have the issues that a lot of European countries have, except for maybe Poland, Canada, the US, with those open borders that just brings in any type of person from any country, and you get what you ask for, and Thailand's not like that. So I kind of like that. Is Safari code for jungle fever? I don't know. It's funny. I had a good friend, one of my best friends, was a black guy, and he worked for the DEA, and he married a white woman, and she was like total white, almost like albino. She had real pale white skin, long platinum blonde hair, and I was in his wedding, right? And we're walking through the processional. Is that what they call it when you first walk in? And so the groomsmen are walking with the bridesmaids before the groom, and the well, I guess the groom was there, but the bride wasn't there yet. And the procession music was Jungle Fever. Nobody knew it was coming until they started playing it, and everybody cracked up. It was pretty funny. Anyway, let's see. Yellow fever to jungle fever. What's next? Right? Yeah, absolutely. Now he's going to have to get I think he's going to have to get a shot, a yellow fever shot, before he comes back to Thailand, because they require that coming back to Thailand. If you spend any time in these countries that have high yellow fever statistics, so he's probably going to have to get a yellow fever vaccination before he goes back. All right, we got 29 on. Nice. Let's see if we can hit this like button, guys. Do me a favor, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps get my videos out to other people. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like. I would appreciate that. So I've got one question to ask. Why are young Thai women so rude to elderly, kind gentlemen? So I'll ask Ern that. Now, it could just be, I don't think women from Isan, from basically the province, are probably rude like that. This is a different format than what I'm used to. Oh, you're probably watching on the vertical. So with my StreamYard platform, I show it on vertical and horizontal. So it's on portrait and landscape. So you're probably looking on vertical. Let me see if I can figure out how to do the like. Oops. No, that's not it. If anybody knows, let's see, you can hit the heart. Does that do it? No, that doesn't do it. I don't know, guys. I don't know how to hit that like button in the vertical mode, in the short mode. It's weird. If anybody knows, let me know. But I don't know how to do it. So, oh well. If you can, hit the like button. If not, that's okay too. Am I Tony Hawk? No, I'm not Tony Hawk. Sorry, Todd. Hey, Dave. Hi, JJ. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm getting better. The Philippines made me sick. Not like figuratively, but just literally. I caught cold when I was in the Philippines, and I got a sty in my eye, so I got that to worry about. But yeah, I'm feeling much better. Apart from Earn, do you collab with other Thai YouTubers like Ying in Thailand? I've reached out to her, but I think because I'm a lot older, so I think she's more into the younger YouTube genre, I guess you could say. So I don't think we mesh. So, but I have reached out to her. Let's see. You could ask her at what stage of life she will return back home to Isan to live there full time and retire. And if she wasn't currently living in Bangkok, where would she choose to earn a living? Okay, yeah, I'll ask her that. Two boomers trying to find the like button. I know, right? Let's see. I'm 71 years old. I experience a slight age discrimination in younger women, but maybe I'm oversensitive on those matters. There could be. I don't know. I would say give it a bigger, give it more of a chance. You know, maybe you had one or two bad experiences, but you know, maybe overall it would be better. So who knows? Just say Sawadee Ka and smile, and they'll smile back at you. Just hit the three dots top left and like and dislike pop up. Oh, okay. So let me see if I can find the three dots. They have a name for that, don't they? Three dots. Oh, up in the red. Ah, got it. Okay. So I got 9 likes right now, 10 likes. So it's up in the top. In mine is a red border where the name of my channel is. It's to the right of that. There's 3 little dots. And there's a name for those. What do they call those? The 3 little dots. I don't remember. Does anybody remember? I'm looking it up right now. An ellipsis. They're called ellipsis. So tap on your ellipsis and then hit the like button, guys. Got it, Paul. Thanks. Awesome. Sorry, top right. Hey, take a Dutchman for what he means, not what he says, right? Top of the stream shows number watching, and beside a thumb hit the thumb, and we'll bring up a pop-up, and you can hit the like button. Okay. Hit the 3 dot. Boy, I tell you what. Just be a stupid boomer like me, and everybody comments. So hit the 3 dots and the option pops up to like. Okay, cool. This stream can be liked straight after it is finished, which is what I will do. Okay. Her videos are always way too long for me to watch. 2-hour duration each video from her is way too long for me to watch. Those are her live streams. She does a lot of, she does a daily live stream. So yeah, those get long. Sort of my live streams. I mean, I've done over 3 hours before. What the heck kind of name is that? Is what? To reach your weight goal, you should join one of those walking clubs in those parks. Sometimes they all go for coffee or drinks afterwards. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that. what kind of retirement is it when you have to do a visa run every 3 months and report to the immigration office? It's exhausting in the long run. This is not serious. This is not serious treatment. I don't know what kind of visa is that you have to do a visa run every 3 months. What are we talking about? If you're talking about the DTV, that's, you don't have to do a visa run. You do 180 days, and then you can extend another 180 days, and then you have to leave. So that's almost a year. With my education visa, I just extend every 3 months. I don't have to leave the country. I left the country this time because I had a break for my classes, and I had 2 weeks break. And so I thought, I'll just take a week off and go to the Philippines. But I had to get a re-entry permit so I can come back and keep my education visa. So I'm not sure what visa you're talking about. 3 dots, crazy name. Yeah, ellipsis. Sounds like I'm lisping. Paul says maybe because they are used to old mongers from places like Philippines hitting on them, thinking age difference is same as with Philippines. Yeah, you might be right, because it's not the same. I mean, you can date a young Filipina and be an old man, not necessarily out of love, but they're willing to make that sacrifice. Here in Thailand, not so much. How much did reentry visa cost you? Oh, they are tired of old men greeting them? Maybe. The reentry visa. So I had to extend first, and that was 1,900 baht. And then the reentry visa was another 1,000 baht. So let me see. So 1,900 is $60. And 1,000 baht is almost $32. So the whole thing cost me $92 to extend for 3 months and be able to come back in and keep my education visa. Now I could have done a multiple re-entry permit, so I could come and go as much as I wanted to, but that was 3,800. And I thought, you know what? There's no way I'm going to go. I'd have to go 4 times to make it worth the extra money to pay, rather than just do 1,000 baht each time. So I just did the one-time thing, and I really don't have any plans to leave the country anytime soon. So, so about $92 total for the extension and for the re-entry permit. But running alone does not bring a lot of in terms of weight reduction. Being conscious what you eat and when you eat does matter, right? And how much you eat. It's not what you eat, it's the amount of food you intake. So after a year's stay, how long must you leave before returning? You can just leave and come right back, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think you can do that on that DTV visa, and you can do that up to 5 years. But you can't. I mean, it's a tourist visa, really, guys. So it's not really a non-immigrant visa. So there's things you can't do. You can't open up a bank account. You can't do things like that. So so look into that. I mean, I've got some friends that have they got the other types of visas, where like the elite visa, but these guys, they got a lot of money. So they got enough money to be able to do things like that. And some of them are younger, so they're not retired yet. So they have these other visas that they use because they still work. You are right. Many Thai-friendly women are rude. They think I am a whoremonger. They should read my bio beforehand, which they are often too lazy to do. Interesting. Let's see. What have the topics been tonight? We were talking about New Year's resolutions, and it got on me losing 15 pounds. So we're kind of focused on that. kind of random stuff. Most of it's about visas. Yeah, so nothing much. What's on your mind, Dave? We're open. It's an open forum today. Is Cambodia the best visa deal for expats? I've never been to Cambodia. I've heard it's pretty good. I heard it's really cheap and you can stay long term. But I'm not sure. If anybody has any information on the chat, let us know, because I can't speak to it because I'm not familiar with it. I've never really had an inkling to go to Cambodia, so I've never really looked into the details of any visas. I agree with comment on Ern's long live streams. Who has that time for one thing? Ellipsis. Yeah, ellipsis. That's the word of the day, ellipsis. See, that's what I'm saying. Should be easier to retire if self-funded. Right. Exactly. Yeah. If you're self-funded, double tap. Like Zombieland, double tap. Do you sleep with socks on? No, I hate sleeping with socks on. That was random. No international politics and invasions into South America. It's high season. Is Bangkok really busy at the moment? It can be. I mean, like Friday was not very busy. Of course, New Year's Eve was pretty busy. But Friday after New Year's wasn't that busy. I went out with a friend, and it didn't feel like it was high season to me. But there are days where you see a lot of foreigners, a lot of Farang. You can tell the difference. I will say that. I don't think it's like up to what it was last year this time. But you can tell the difference now from like a month or two ago. There's more foot traffic. You can see more people, more expats, more foreigners walking around, especially families. You see a lot more families than you did maybe a month or two ago. You don't need to have money tied up to stay in Cambodia. Yeah, that's what I hear. But at the same time, if now you leave open the possibility of having like the kind of a riffraff type of people coming into your country, and do you really want that? It's like, yeah, it's easy to go there and stay there for a long period of time, but you might be surrounded by a bunch of, morons or something. So you just don't know, what you're getting into. It's easy 1-year visa in Cambodia for like $320 and almost no requirements like bank account deposits, large sums of paperwork up the wazoo, etc. Yeah, that's what I heard. And also they take US dollars, right? I also heard that too. So you don't need to exchange your money if you're coming from the US. Do you enjoy Songkran? And what dates is Songkran this year? It's in April, I believe. And I've, to be honest with you, I've never been here for Songkran. I've always been out of town or out of the country for Songkran. So let me give you the dates this year. Songkran 2026 is April 13th through the 15th. So I will be here this year for Songkran. I'm not sure to what extent I will participate. I may try to go out and do your standard video like everybody does. But it's like, so here's the thing, guys. So I think about these things. It's like, okay, so I'm going to do a video for Songkran, but then it's like everybody does a video for Songkran, and it's all the same. You're walking down, Soi Cowboy. You're walking on Sukhumvit 4, and you're getting sprayed by water everywhere you go. Everybody has the same video. So it's like, do I want to do that too? Is it going to be, it's going to be worth my efforts, because I was here for Loy Krathong in November, and it took me about 40 minutes to walk from, let's see, I tried to get on the train to go home, and the train, I mean, the lines were so far back, it would have taken me probably 5 trains going through to get up to the front of the line to get in the train. So I decided I'll just walk it home. I was at a soak, and I needed to get up to Phrom Phong. One stop, right? Normally it takes me 10 minutes to walk it. It took me about 40 minutes because it was so packed with people outside of Benja Siri Park, because that is one of the places where they celebrated Loy Krathong, and it was just packed. And it's like, crowds are okay. Too much crowd, too much for me. So I don't know if I'll avoid. I might avoid Songkran this year. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I might be one of those old grumpy guys. Get off my lawn. Thailand will compete in the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy, from 6th to the 22nd of February. Oh, that's right. This is Olympic year. One Thai man for alpine skiing and one Thai man and woman for cross-country skiing. Interesting. Kind of like the Jamaican bobsled team, right? Philippines visa is death by 1,000 hidden fees, which explains why tourism is way down there. Yeah, I heard they raised their extension fees. That's crazy. Not putting down the Philippines, just discussing it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Have you ever been to Japan? Is there even a retiree expat community there? I don't think you can get a retirement visa for Japan. I'm not sure. I've been there. I love Japan. Last time I was there was right at the beginning of COVID in 2020. It was March 2020. I actually got stuck there. My flight got canceled. It was awesome. I got stuck there for 2 weeks, staying in Roppongi. We're in Roppongi Hills. It was fantastic. I loved it. But yeah, I need to go back. I want to go back this year, maybe later this year, after my school is over. Made it back. Got calls from home. Just normal stuff. Okay. Glad you're back, Bobby. JJ, if you were a ghost, what place would you haunt? What place would I haunt? You mean for enjoyment or for like getting back at somebody? Maybe I'd haunt my ex-wife's house. I don't know. Songkran is fun to experience for one day. The problem is that it goes on for a week or more in some places. You try to go out to dinner and you get soaked before you get to the restaurant. Yeah, that's my worry, going out with my video equipment and getting it soaked and ruined. Because if you're out videotaping, you're a target. And not just you, but your equipment's going to be the main target. If they've got the big guns, they're going to be aiming at your phone or your camera, guaranteed. So I don't know if I want to go through that or not. How did you become so fluent in Japanese? Impressive. I sadly will never be able to learn any of those Asian languages, not my brain wavelength. Well, I'm not fluent in Japanese by any means. I know a little bit because I was actually had a job offer to move to Japan to sell cars to American soldiers. And then what would happen was they would buy these cars, and then when their tour of duty was over and they flew back to the States, we would ship the car back to the States for them. I had this job to do that, job offer to do that. I never took it, but I started taking Japanese lessons, language lessons, and it was through Audible, which is the online like the app for books, Audible audio books and things like that. And I was taking Japanese lessons through that. And so I would be driving around. This is back when I was back in the U.S. Be driving around. Every time I drive home from work, this is when I lived in outside of Dallas, I would throw that audiobook on with my Bluetooth and listen to the chapters and try to learn Japanese while I'm driving to and from work every day. So I don't know that much. I can basically say hello, say good morning, say hello, ask if they speak English or if they understand English, just some basic stuff. So I'm definitely not fluent. I think I'd love the rules and safety of Japan. Yeah. Tokyo's awesome. I love Tokyo. Just get a girlfriend who speaks it and you'll learn. Right. Absolutely. I need to do that here. Why is that funny selling cars to soldiers? Well, it's not funny. It's just I was planning on doing that and I ended up not doing it. I don't know. I just think it was one of those things where I had the opportunity and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it because I wanted to go to Tokyo. I wanted to live in Tokyo. And this was at a base north, quite a ways north. And I'd never been to that area before. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to live in that area. So, but what's harder to learn, Japanese or Thai or Vietnamese? Ooh. Well, I would say Japanese as far as reading, Thai probably the same. I don't know. I don't know enough about Japanese and Vietnamese to formulate an answer for you. Okay, you fooled me with your Japanese. What did I say that made you think I was fluent in Japanese? I say, Ohayo wasarimasu. Eigo ga wakarimasu ka? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Okay, JJ, I get it. Haha. Yeah. Do an episode or even a series of the points of interest along the Chao Phraya River. Include restaurants and cafes, something away from the Sukhumvit area might be a nice change. Yeah. You know what? I could do something like that and do like one of those boat taxi tours and do stops along the way. That would be kind of cool. That's a good idea. You were talking to some lady, you were doing a video. Oh, yeah. I spoke a little bit of Japanese to her, but not enough to, well, I guess it was enough to make you think I was fluent, but no, I'm not fluent. I think she was though. So she would say some things that I understood a little bit, but not so much. It was funny. The first time I was in Japan, I'm trying to, what was it? What was the situation? I think I was at a hotel or somewhere, and I was trying to get some information from this Japanese girl, and she would say hi, and I would say hi, thinking that she was saying hi, right? And then she would say hi, and I'd ask her a question, and she'd say hi, so I'd say hi again. I didn't know at that time, first time in Japan, that hi meant yes. But every time she would say hi, I would say hi back to her, thinking she was just telling me hi. So looking back, I think that's funny, but you may not. Do you eat Thai soup or drink it? Do I eat it or drink it? I don't drink soup. I eat soup. I like tom yum goong. That's one of my favorite things to eat here in Thailand. Do they jack up hotel prices and other things during Songkran? Probably. I know they do during high season. So if you're booking, I don't know if they do during Songkran or not, because it's only like 3 days. So if you book far enough out, you could probably get pretty good deals. I don't think that I don't think the prices are, because you're right in a hot season there. April is like super hot. So I don't think the prices are going to be that high, that much difference than they are during the low season, during the rest of the time in April. But check to find out. If you didn't choose Bangkok to do your education visa in, would you have considered another city that would be cheaper to live in? Probably Hua Hin or maybe Chiang Mai would be my two choices, other than Bangkok, to live. Now, the problem with Chiang Mai is the burning season can get pretty bad. Hua Hin can get a little boring. It's a little more laid back, older community, which I might just fit right in. But yeah, those would be the other two places I would probably live in. I haven't visited a lot of cities in Thailand yet, guys. So that's my plan for 2026. I want to go check out different areas. I want to check out Chiang Rai. I want to go back to Chiang Mai. I want to go back to Hua Hin, go back to Pattaya. I've never been to Phuket. I do have a friend from my hometown. His brother has a bar in Phuket. So I want to check that out and visit his bar. I want to go to Koh Samui. I've never been there. So there's a lot of places in Thailand that I want to visit that I haven't been to yet. But if I were to do my education in another city, it would either be Chiang Mai or Hua Hin, most likely. We're waiting for an episode with your new Thai teacher. Right. So when I go back this Tuesday, classes start up again on Tuesday, I will definitely ask her if she would be willing to go on the air and go on with me and do a video about Thai language school. So we'll see what she says. What's the weirdest thing you've seen a monk do? I haven't seen a monk do anything weird. They're just doing their monk stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of anything weird that they've done. If you want to do the Y is this. If you want to do the Y to a monk, go way up to your forehead to do it. That's the way to do the Y for a monk. Normal people is like this or like this. Monks are like this. So there's your little Y hack. It's called Y. Have you been given a Thai language fluency test by an immigration officer yet? Nope. I was a little worried going in for my extension because I thought, oh, if they start talking to me in Thai and I don't understand, they may like not give me my extension, but they didn't do any of that. Of course, I'm still in level 1. So maybe the next extension, when I'm in level 2 of my school, maybe then they'll start talking a little Thai to me. Hopefully I'll be able to pass the test. Ask your teacher if she does remote Thai lessons. I don't think so. She has an American boyfriend. Do a video on Thai language. Is that code for anything? Yeah, right. Right. It is code. It's code for Thai language. Yeah, she's got an American boyfriend, so I think that's kind of cool. But she's young. She's only in her 20s. I think she's 25 maybe. So her boyfriend, I don't know if her boyfriend lives here, maybe works, maybe he's a digital nomad, maybe he works here. But I've seen him. I saw him at the mall right outside of our school one day before class. If Thailand is such a safe country, which I agree, why are there so many doors and windows with bars on them or properties with gates and walls around them? I have not seen that. Now in the Philippines, I see a lot of that. I see bars and uh, gates and windows and everything in the Philippines. I don't see a lot of that here. Um, I think Thailand is super safe. I mean, I've left my bag. I've talked about this before. This is my gear bag. It's got all my stuff in it. My gimbal, my new gimbal. It's got my camera for my phone camera. It's got all my stuff in it. It's like $600 worth of equipment in there. I've left that 3 different times in Bangkok, and all 3 times I've come back and it's been there. One time it was at Chatuchak Market, and by the time when I got home, I realized I left it there, but it was late. They were closed by the time I realized it. So I went back the next day, and it was there waiting for me. So I don't worry about Thai people. I worry about foreigners doing bad things. That's what I worry about. I don't worry about Thai people being, doing anything dishonest or stealing anything from me. JJ, what age did you first go to Asia? It was in 2015, December 2015. So it was 10 years ago. So I was 57. Can you talk about how you got rid of your crap before you moved to the Philippines? I got lucky. So I was living in a townhouse in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I had this. It was really nicely furnished. I had all this. I had brand new Lazy Boy couch and love seat and ottoman, and I had a brand new 75-inch TV. Had a brand new TV stand with a coffee table and nightstand matching. I had a nice bed with a hotel style mattress. I was super comfy, big king size. All these wall hangings that were really super nice. What else? Dishes. I mean, I had a nice grill, gas grill. Anyway, I'm getting ready to move. I'm thinking, so I'm telling my landlord, so I was renting, it was $14.50 a month was my rent. For this 2-bedroom townhouse. It was just a little bigger than this. But I'm telling my landlord, he's coming over. He came over to check everything out before I moved out, right? So I can get my deposit back. And he goes, "What are you going to do with all your furniture?" This is like 2 days or 3 days before I was getting ready to move. I said, "I'm going to have to sell it somewhere." So I was going to put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it. And I said, "Other than that, I'll have to put it all in storage." And he goes, "What do you want for all of it?" I go, "All of it?" He goes, "Yeah, everything." So I gave him a price, and he said, "Okay." So he bought it all from me. So I got lucky that he bought everything. So when I left, I pretty much left everything except for just my personal stuff, like some clothes, winter clothes, some like all my I have baseball memorabilia stuff and certain things like that. Everything else I left, all the dishes, all the furniture, my grill. I had 2 lawnmowers, left all of it. And it's like the money he gave me, it's like, okay, it's all yours. Even stuff he probably didn't want me to leave, but I just left it. And so I've got a small storage unit in Tulsa that has some of my personal stuff. But yeah, I got lucky. But I still need, I got my car in storage, and I got a small storage unit for some personal stuff that I need to eventually get rid of all of it completely, sell my car and everything. What's the most touristy thing you enjoy doing in Bangkok? The most touristy thing. That's a good question. You know what? Maybe just do. I don't know. Maybe just go out and have a pint of beer at one of the touristy bars, maybe, I guess. I mean, I've done the Watts. You know, I've done all the temples and the things like that. I guess you can call that touristy. I could get real tours. You know, go to the street food places, like the ones that you hear about, like Chatterchuck Market, for instance. That would be a touristy place to go. Let me see. Jod Fairs is another street food market area that's really touristy. So I can go to those places. I should just do the big touristy thing and buy some elephant pants. That would be the tourist thing to do. Do you think the Thai traffic police are secretly ninjas? I don't know. What are these questions? 2 live videos, 2 thumbs up. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Click on those ellipses, those 3 dots up above on the right, if you're watching the vertical stream. Did you ever try to haggle for something so hard you ended up buying it just to save face? No. I don't really do that. If I'm at, like Bobby, he had to buy a bag. So I told him, hey, good place to go is right down on Sukhumvit 4, right at the corner there before you get to the bars. There's a outdoor place where they sell everything. And they've got bags there and you can get a pretty good deal. And that's where I got this bag. I bought this bag like 2 years ago and it's been fantastic for me. And it cost me like 300 baht or something like that. So what, $9? So he bought this bag. He had a good sized bag and they wanted like 500 baht for it. And he was going to pay until I said, "Lo dai mai." And then she goes, 400 baht. So I got him a deal. So usually if you ask them if there's a discount, they'll either say yes or no. And if they say yes, they'll give you a price and then just pay it. Don't haggle anymore. If they say no, you either pay it or walk away. It's kind of up to you, but you don't want to argue about it because then you have to worry about, like you said, saving face. Kind of worried about Thailand healthcare. They've got great healthcare. Medical here is really good. Their hospitals are top notch. Now, I will warn you about the air quality here in Bangkok can be a little iffy at times. And the best thing to do is download the app for the air quality. It's called IQ Air, and it will tell you what the air quality is. Like right now it's moderate, 66, which is pretty good. And the PM 2.5 is at 13, which is pretty good. So it's good today. The other day it was not as good. So you just kind of keep an eye on it. And if the air quality gets bad, I'll just stay indoors if I can, or limit my time outdoors. Bangkok is safe, but it's still a big city. I'm from New York City. I had a bad experience in Bangkok on my second visit, which sucked because my first visit, I thought it was so safe. What happened? Be interesting to know what happened on your second visit. If you could invent a new Thai dish using only ingredients found at a 7-Eleven, what would it be? I don't know. Oh my gosh. 2 lawnmowers. What about family history crap? Yeah, I kept all that. I didn't like my pictures and things like that. I didn't sell that. No, I don't think he would have wanted that. But used cars are selling for more right now. What are you waiting for? I need to go back. I need to go back and sell it. All those things I can just get rid of. Lots more personal stuff I don't know what to do with. No, I have no family or friends to help me out. My baseball memorabilia stuff, my furniture, home handmade. Yeah, I've got an antique stereo console that's been in the family since my dad bought it in 1962. So I would like to give that to my sister if she's got room for it. If not, I'll probably just try to sell it. But it would be nice to keep that in the family. I've got just some personal stuff. I got a couple of old computers there I need to ditch, and get rid of the hard drives. Winter clothes that I'll probably never need or use. Just give that just goodwill or something. So, but yeah, that's really it. I mean, old golf clubs that I don't know why I'm keeping that. I just toss that. If if you had to wear only one outfit in Thailand for the rest of your life, would it be a floral elephant pants or a singlet? I would do the elephant pants. What do you do for health insurance? I have travel insurance right now. All my family shoeboxes of family photos, I will have to spend hours scanning. Well, they've got businesses that'll do that for you, right? Just take it to a business, and they've got companies that'll do the scanning and put it on a hard drive for you. Air quality is a big factor, yeah. Seahawks beat the 49ers. Okay. I'm not really into NFL anymore, guys. Strong arm robbery. Oh shit. That's not good. Was it Thai? Did you get robbed by a Thai or a foreigner? Or do you know? Sorry about that. New cars are made so bad, the old cars are in demand. I have a 2016 Mazda 6 Sport I. It's got about 100,000 miles, a little over 100,000 miles on it, that I would like to sell. Did you know it's technically illegal to leave your house in Thailand without wearing underwear? How do you think you'd ever check that? I don't know. Yeah, how would they check? I haven't seen any like street checkpoints where they checking to see if you have underwear. Thankfully, I wear underwear, and they're always clean. All right, we're caught up with chat. It's been some odd questioning going on this day, but that's okay. It's all about having fun, guys. Street strip searches, yeah. They need to do that with the lady boys. All right, done with my coffee. Now onto water. What else is on your mind, guys? We're almost coming up to 2 hours, and we still got 27 people on board. So, Thai female outside on the street, not a streetwalker, but in hindsight, she was tweaking on something. Oh, and she robbed you? Was it like by gunpoint or something, or was she part of a team? Great chat. Thanks for the info. Hey, no problem. So it's worth about 10,000. So it is worth about 10,000. It is worth about 10,000. Oh, my car? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's more like maybe 6,000. It'd be nice to get 10,000 for that. Heard Pattaya has lower cost of living than Bangkok. Is that true? Yeah, it's really cheap in Pattaya. But I mean, if you don't like the adult action, you're probably not going to like Pattaya, because that's pretty much all it is there. Until you get farther south to like Jomtien, then it gets a little more mild. But yeah, it's cheap there, pretty cheap. Hua Hin's even cheaper than that. Do you add ice cubes to your beer in Bangkok? I try not to. Sometimes Sometimes you have to, but normally, so if I drink a bottle, I can get it in a koozie normally. If I drink a pint, it's usually pretty cold, but sometimes you have to add the ice. It's one of those things. It's an Asia thing, guys. Have you noticed a difference since they abolished the alcohol drinking rules? No, I haven't really noticed any difference. Um, but I don't I don't drink between 2 and 5 anyway, and I don't buy. I don't have any booze in my condo here, so I don't I don't go to 7-Eleven and buy beer or anything. So it really doesn't affect me. So I really haven't noticed. I haven't even looked, actually. I'll have to check next time I go into 7-Eleven, because usually between 2 and 5 they have in the refrigerated area, in the cooler where they have the beer, they've got like a screen or a shade that they pull down to keep you from buying the beer between 2 and 5. But they've lifted that, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see if I go in there between 2 and 5, like today or something else. I'll check and see if they still have that or not. Yep, the ask to see your money scam. It was strong. Oh, ripped the money from my wallet and ran. Oh, right. Yeah, that's a big scam. Yeah, they want to see your money, and yeah, it's like don't show them your money. Don't. In fact, if they generally what they do is if they even ask about money, I just walk away. Just walk away, guys. Beer is a major weight gainer. You'll have to give that up. No, never. Switch to whiskey, 60 calories a shot. No, I can't do the hard stuff, man. Have you ate at the restaurants with toilet paper on the tables? Nope. Never done that. Never had toilet paper on tables. I don't know where that is. Now, I will tell you that one of the differences between Philippines and Thailand is most of the restrooms, the public restrooms in Thailand, have toilet paper. In the Philippines, it's a crapshoot, literally a crapshoot, whether they have toilet paper in the public toilets in the Philippines. Chances are they don't. So carry some wet naps with you guys, if that's your little hint, if you're in the Philippines. So just to be safe. But here in Bangkok especially, I don't have any problems. So and they always say, well, they got the bum guns. Yeah, but do you want to walk out with a wet ass? I mean, that to me, that feeling is worse. I mean, that's a bad feeling when you're walking out and you feel wet down there. So probably too much information, right? TMI. Anyway. Okay, guys. Let's see. What else is on your mind? We'll go a little longer, see how things are progressing. We're up to 30 in our chat, so that's good. Or 30 in our stream, so that's good. Hope you guys have had a great New Year's and great Christmas or holidays. Never TMI, never too much information. My camera keeps giving me the tracking. Every time I put my hand up, it starts tracking me, and then it puts my face right in the center of the screen. And so I got all this dead space up above, which drives me crazy. There. So sorry about that. What else is on you guys' mind? We'll go a few more minutes, and then we'll probably call it a good day. We've had almost 400 people, 376 people come and go. So that's cool. 28 on right now. We're just at 2 hours. A wet ass or dingleberries. No wonder they have an underwear law, right? What would you rather have? A wet ass or dingleberries? Which is more acceptable? Witchcraft in Asia. Okay. Yeah. Like over in Siquijor Island in the Philippines. They're big on witchcraft there. Have you been in public when they do the national anthem? Yeah. Everybody stops. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of neat that they actually they do that in the Philippines too. They stop and do the national anthem. So a lot of these Asian countries do that. It's kind of neat. To me, I think it's kind of neat to see. So what else, guys? If we're done on chat, I'll wrap things up. And let's see, 385 views today. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll wait to see if we can get to 400 views total. We're back up to 30. Oh, now we're down to 27. We did it on the military basis. Oh, cool. What happens after the education visa? I'm going to switch over to a retirement visa. So that's the plan. I'll probably have to use I'm pretty sure I'll have to use an agent to do it. I don't really know that I can do it on my own. I mean, I might be able to, but I would feel more comfortable if an agent helped me and did all the paperwork for me, so I don't have to, if I do something wrong, I don't have to start at zero. So that's my plan. But that'll be like like 9 or 10 months from now. It'll be a little while. Have you ate an ice cream sandwich there yet? No, I have not. Is there something special about ice cream sandwiches here in Thailand over ice cream sandwiches in the West? Why don't you give Cambodia a try before you commit to Thailand? I don't know. I just don't have any. I haven't seen anything on YouTube or anywhere that would compel me to want to go and check out Cambodia. I mean, I might check it out, but it just seems like it's more third world. And, I'm more of a city guy. So I like the conveniences of the city. I like the infrastructure of Bangkok. And I just don't know that anywhere in Cambodia would do that. I'm going male gigolo visa. You'll be the first. When you were re-entering Thailand, did the officers test your language skills? No. I got my extension. So I got my re-entry permit. So when I went through immigration, they just looked at my passport and they just gave me a fresh stamp and sent me away. It was pretty easy peasy. The forms for retirement extension are not that difficult. The extension, yeah, but just to get it to start with, because right now I'm on an education visa. So when I switch to a retirement visa, I think I'll use an agent just to do the initial work for it. An ice cream sandwich often involves a scoop of coconut ice cream served in a hot dog bun with various toppings like peanuts, sweet corn, or kidney beans. Ugh. I think I'll pass. I'm not a big ice cream fan anyway. Did you talk Thai at all in immigration? No, they never asked me. They never talked to me in Thai at all. In fact, they didn't talk to me at all, really. I mean, I sat down, I gave them my paperwork, gave them my passport. They looked through my paperwork, signed off on things, stamped things. Then they gave me my passport back. I had to go over to the approval desk. So it's like, so you start at one desk, you go to a second desk. So I had to take all my paperwork and my passport to the approval desk. And that's where I thought, okay, now they're going to start talking Thai. No, I just handed it off. They told me to wait out outside or wait outside the cubicle. So I went back to the waiting area, and about 20 minutes later, they came out, called off my name, had my passport. It's all good to go. So yeah, nothing at all. So when I came in, they didn't say a word either. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was great, but I think, maybe the next time I do my extension, I'll be in level 2 of my classes. They may start talking in Thai to me then. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, we're going to call it. Thanks for coming on board today. I appreciate it. Oh, we're at 399 total views. Oh, there we go. 402. Perfect. Good place to end. Hope you guys had a great time. I had fun. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all you guys. Sawadi Pimai. Happy New Year. Take care. You too. Are you not interested in respectful comments? They don't have time to check language skill at immigration. Yeah, I suppose so. So, all right, guys, I'm going to take it out of here. You guys have a great time, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.